The Lut Desert is a huge area of land in southeastern Iran. The desert's name comes from the word lut, or lout, which means naked in the local dialect. Although it is a desert, the Lut Desert has a few salt lakes that exist near its edges. Sarcheshmeh Lake and Sefid River. It's known for its hot temperatures and vastness. The Lut Desert was named as a natural heritage site by UNESCO. The Lut Desert covers an area of more than 1 million square kilometers, 386,000 square miles. It's larger than France or Texas combined and has a minimum temperature of 70 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest spot on Earth. At least according to NASA scientists who conducted research into global climate change using satellite data from above-ground stations around the world. The Lut Desert, also known as dasth-e Lut, is a large salt desert in southeastern Iran. It's located in Kerman Province and Sistan and Baluchistan Province of Iran. The area measures about 800 kilometers long and 320 kilometers wide. It is the largest salt lake in the world and has an area of 5,100 square miles, 13,000 square kilometers. Salt lakes are formed by the evaporation of water from the sea. The saltier the water, the more salt it can hold, and thus these lakes are found in deserts where there's not much vegetation to provide moisture for plants or animals. The Lut Desert is one of those places. It's one of Earth's driest regions and also has only about 4 inches, 10 centimeters, of rainfall annually. The reason why these regions have such low levels of precipitation is because they're located farther away from bodies of water than other parts of our planet would be. This makes them susceptible to losing all their moisture through evaporation faster than other places do. The temperature reaches 47 degrees Fahrenheit, 8 degrees Celsius, during summer and drops to about 0 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 17 degrees Celsius, in winter. The Lut Desert is one of the hottest places on Earth, with temperatures reaching up to 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The Lut Desert is situated at a height of 1,350 meters above sea level with average annual precipitation between 200 to 300 millimeters per year. In the north of the desert lies the Kavir Buzurg, and to its south are Gandam Barian and Badkhane deserts. Kavir Buzurg is a large salt desert in southeastern Iran, located to its north. Gandam Barian and Badkhane deserts are located to the south of the Lut Desert. Kavir Buzurg is 800 kilometers long and 320 kilometers wide, but most of its area lies at elevations of less than 200 meters above sea level. Its surface area covers about 740 square kilometers. The climate is characterized by hot summers with frequent sandstorms or dust storms during springtime. Winters are cold with little rainfall. This amazing desert has some great facts behind it. The area was once inhabited by nomads who moved around freely and did not have any permanent homes. They would stay in tents until they found a good spot to settle down for good. The name, Lut, also refers to this nomadic lifestyle, as well as how these people lived off their livestock, sheep. The Lut Desert is one of the hottest places on Earth, with temperatures reaching as high as 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 43 degrees Celsius, in July. The highest recorded temperature in any part of this desert was 117 degrees Fahrenheit, 48 degrees Celsius, which occurred on July 16, 2013. This record-breaking heat also broke records for both countries. It was hotter than any other place in Jordan and Syria combined. The second highest recorded temperature was 114 degrees Fahrenheit, 46 degrees Celsius, in August 2012. This time it was also hotter than any other place in both countries at once, but not quite as hot as when they were combined into one country instead. During these extreme temperatures, there is little vegetation available to survive. Only hardy plants can handle such high temperatures without being damaged by them or dying outright. In fact, most plants will die at temperatures above 115 degrees Fahrenheit, 46 Celsius. The Callus versicolor's body is very smooth and shiny due to its oily skin. This helps protect it from hot temperatures during summer months when temperatures rise high enough for them not only get too hot but also dehydrate quickly if they stay out long enough without water. Phasmidae phasmids are a type of insect that lives in the desert. They are small, colorful and have long legs that help them walk on high places like trees or bushes. In fact, these insects spend their entire lifetime on one plant, such as cacti. They eat flower pollen so they can produce eggs that can survive without food for several years at a time. Psammobia Psidium catalayanum is a desert plant that lives in the desert of Lut. Muscovy ducks are native to South America, where they thrive in lakes and marshes. The male has a large, fleshy knob at the top of his beak that is used to attract females. Scaly-tailed squirrel. The scaly-tailed squirrel is an omnivorous rodent that lives in the desert. It has a long tail, which it keeps upright while running around. It also has large ears and eyes to help it see through the hot sun and sand. This animal eats seeds, nuts, fruits and insects to survive in its harsh environment. Arctic fox. The Arctic fox is a mammal with a thick, soft coat. It lives in the Arctic, where it eats fish and birds. The Leptoptylos is a species of bird that lives in the desert of Lut with other animals, such as, we talked about animals and plant of desert in the desert, there are many animals and plants that live. The most common animals in the desert are lizards, scorpions and spiders. Some other types of animals that can be found in the desert include snakes, including rattlesnakes, pigeons. Not all pigeons come from the desert. This amazing desert has some great facts behind it. The Lut Desert really is an amazing place. It has many great facts and places to visit, and it's a great place to get away from the usual things in life for a while.